What is good, rookies? Welcome to After Dark, round one, where we're learning all the chaos that happens. Rookie roulette, rookies outscoring primos, primos failing, primos spiking, injuries. Oi, oi, oi. There is a lot to talk about, a lot to cry about, a lot to laugh about. there's so much. And I honestly forgot some of these feelings. Like, my biggest feeling at the moment is I forgot how easy it is to get carried away and just want to rage trade after one game. I am practicing patience. I'm going to be trying to practice it all week. It's going to be wild. But I hope you guys are going well. I hope you guys have had a great weekend. I was lucky enough to go to the Geelong and Freo game and see my boys turn it around just in the nick of time. But we've had a few games this week already, and it seems to be a theme where we have some blowouts, then we have some competitive games. I mean, it's still pretty, standard in regards to, when you're versing top 8, bottom 8, so on and so forth. But it seems like there's a lot of things that are slightly ever-changing in regards to, like, SuperCoach scoring, just with a few, like, notables. But we'll get into that when we talk today. Now, it is myself, just to get us kicked off. I actually feel like it's been a long time since I've done a bit of a one-on-to-many stream with you guys. So looking forward to actually just being able to talk to you all. And then we have Damo from SuperCoach Edge joining us for some portion of the stream. We can talk to him about Walsh. We can hang crap on him about the Blues. There's a few things we can do. Daniel Green, how are you, mate? Hope you and the family are well. You were happy nailing the old on-field rookies until Cook comes in, pumps out a 92 on the bench. Yeah, me too, mate. Me too. I don't even know. I can't even remember how I was getting him in, but he's sitting on my forward bench at the moment because he had a wing roll which wasn't that great, but I did like, one, the green tick. Two, he's got DPP and no buy. I did not expect him to go, pretty nuts. And he had majority of a wing roll tonight. Like, let me just move into, let's have a look. I'll get the game up. We can actually have a look at the heat map. So have a look, shall we? So Cook's heat map. It's a little bit, it's majority like wing, half forward, but he gets used a bit. So it's a bit of a mix and match. Scores a 92. Wild. 74% DE. Not too bad. But yeah, currently on my forward bench with no emergency or anything on there. So that is fun. But we don't have to trade him in. That's a benefit. Max, how are you, mate? Thank you for joining. Yeah, I don't know who or why we keep convincing ourselves that we don't have to have Bont to start with, even at 700k. The answer should always be you start the Bont. You get the Bont in. I don't know why we do this to ourselves. Like, we just convince ourselves that he'll be fine. He'll regress. No way he's maintaining his price. Sure about that? Are you sure about that? Like, it's ridiculous. And for those that started Richards, a little bit underwhelming. He only scored a 90 today. But he still looked good. Like, I still don't hate the Richards pick, but Bont was everywhere. He was on a mission to destroy GWS today. So, lovely captain choice, my friend. Well done. James, how are you, mate? Thank you for joining. So, wrong. Another one which was kind of unexpected to pop off. Now, I'm going to go back to the screen and we're going to go choose, where is this game? Because I actually want to look at the quarter by quarter scoring of Sarong. So, like, look at this. Look at this last quarter. 53% of his scoring, I don't know if that's what it means. I'm going to say that's what it means. Came from the last quarter alone. Now, if you have Sarong, this is amazing. Well done. You got a massive spike score. Very, very good. He warmed up into the game clearly, but this last quarter was nuts. Absolutely nuts. I'm pretty sure he went at like 100% DE. Can I do this by quarter? Oh, it's not going to let me. Oh, effective, maybe? I don't know. I love footy scores. Sometimes it's just over my head. But yeah, so wrong. Last quarter, absolutely nuts. Spike for a 150 because he was doing pretty average. You know, we obviously had some attention sent to him, right? But very, very average. But for those that started him, hey, good stuff. And there's a lot of key takeaways from this game too. And if you guys want to do like a game review or whatever, please let me know and we can jump into the games. We are here just to really talk shit. You know the deal. Still don't know how to feel about dropping Sarong down to Walsh to allow me to go pick it up to Petrarca. I still think that's a fine like maneuver though. Like I will stay true to what I said. Seriously, like I think it was the morning of, that people were talking about, you know, fading Walsh and virtual signaling this. Guys, it's been 1 week. I know it's like we've been looking to this week for months, but it is just one game. In the case of Walsh, we saw everything that we wanted. I'm not worried. And like Jackson popped off. Like he popped off for a 142. Amazing stuff against an Edwards who only scored a 42. Like, you know, take that as you will. But Jackson did really well for those that started him. But the truth is that, you know, like myself that had McAndrew at R2, I'd say we're in a good spot because he outscored DCAM. And Grundy only scored 1 more point than him. So there's still a lot of things to settle. And we've got games tomorrow too, by the way. Like, I wouldn't be counting all the chickens before they hatch just yet. Like, be patient. Whitfield does hurt my soul, though. I don't know. I think that we kind of saw this last season, right? Where Ash and Whitfield will kind of like jump. They will jump. One will have a shit week, then the next week they'll pop off, and then vice versa. Callahan 120. I think we kind of knew this was going to be what he was going to do. It's just that buy is not really that friendly. But again, their midfield, trash. Oliver 69, if you went there, bit unlucky. Green 62. Hogs 60. So if you jumped on for that price rise, that 60 kind of stings. Gothard still did all right. Ralston, 45. Stringer's not the stringer that we had last week. I will say Fonty though. Fonty, he's going to make some cash. If you want to trade into him with the buy ahead so you can get the cash rise, maybe. I'm not really sure what people's management of trades would be for that case, but you've got 40 of them. Daniel, hindsight is a wonderful thing. I know Strong was so strong and he looked good, but he always was always going to outscore out of Sarong and Walsh. Yeah. Well, that's the thing, right? It's 1 week of one game. You probably expected Walsh to have a spike game against Richmond and Sarong to get tagged to the absolute floor with Witchelong. And like, to be fair, he was like, no one would have picked that he was going to pop off. He was on 64 SuperCoach points at third quarter time. 64. Was it 64? No, 70. Math, bro. It's too late for this shit. But, you know, he was looking very average, and then he just went nuts. So, he potentially, this is what worries me. Like, this is actually why I want to talk about Sarong. This. Right, now, can he do more of this? Sure. Can he do more of this? Sure, because even 30 a quarter is great. But, I don't know. I would still be saying anyone that's like thinking of like making trades and like moving off people, especially that don't have a buy, I'll get one more game out of them. Like make sure, because the last thing you want to do is go early, like I did with Pal Pepper last season and Reed, and Zach Reed when he popped off that 100 game the week I traded him out. Just wait, be patient, be diligent, do what I did not do last season. James to stick the C on Butters or bring in a red dot to take Zero. It's 139. Yeah, see, I'm in a very similar dilemma with, I've got Dacos. It's not, I don't think it's worth it. I think Butters will be around the park. I've also got Anderson that I'm tempted to put the C on just to try and be different, but going against a Butters when majority have them is a bit risky. So I think I might just play it safe and go Butters. Oh, good to see you, mate. Thank you. Moral D1. How good. I can't believe they let him do what he wanted to do the entire first quarter. Like, let's look at this DE of this man. 89%. Like, he was 100%, like, up until the fourth quarter. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Thank God I did not start any of the Sydney midfielders. Yeah, that's unlucky, though. Like, that's... Anyone that started Heaney or Gooden, you were right. Anyone that faded them, kissed. Or, you know, a little bit. Maybe not entirely kissed, but, you know, if you went to Gooden over a Walsh, you probably feel bad. But also, you don't at the same time because, you know, Gooden outscored, but now he's injured and we need to wait for scans. And then same with Heaney. You know, I think he had like hamstring tightness. So we're going to have to wait to hear back from that. Blakey, very, very potty. Did very, very well. Be interesting to see what happens. I think Blakey's great. I think it was a really good pod. We just didn't... This is the thing with like the preseason opening round is like we hang so much on these games where it may not even represent what we actually are going to see for the season sometimes. Double Dummy, how are you, mate? Interesting so far. Wonder what a good score will be. See, this is what we've missed with the After Dark streams. We've missed the what's everyone's projected? What's a good projection for this week? Same rules as last season, guys. Don't know, don't care. Now, look, I'll tell you right now, my projection's dead in the water. It's 2184. But hey, put your projections up. Let's see where everyone's at. Please do. Had Oliver today and Roberts last night. Oh, yeah, Roberts as well. Oliver, I think you have to give these guys one more game. I really think you have to give them one more game. Oliver, maybe not, because he'll have a price change. But Roberts, you can definitely give one more game. Like it's hard. But again, I guess it's more about what is your risk mitigation? Like, how stressed do you want to be about your team? Or do you just want to call it on that player and go, nah, there was a mistake? Like Butterick, for example. Everyone brought him in after, he turned up, managed to get himself to like a 75. But how much did we all really know about the pick? There was a reason why it was 1% owned before he popped off that ton. Like, and seeing that, I was like, yeah, fine. And even DeGoey, if you went DeGoey, what did DeGoey do tonight? I wasn't paying too much attention outside of Dacos. And Houston, oh my God, Houston. He's back. He's back. Like DeGoey, 56. Like, this opening round really should be, you look at the guys that you've seen, that you've studied in preseason, and that's all you do. If someone pops off, you just ignore it. Because this is what happens. This is what happens. Any guess like, yeah, we'll have Damo from SuperCoach Edge joining us at some point. But hey, I missed you guys. It's been good just to catch up and actually go through comments more and more. Obviously, it's great to have like banter and conversation, but also like being able to talk to you guys a little bit more. Is this a high scoring first round? I mean, potentially. We've had a lot of spike scores, so I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, right. He has done miracles. He has got the keys to the city of that back line. How many kick-ins did he get? Oh, is it going to show us here? No, let's just go. Kick-ins. Oh, so he shared them 50-50 with Dacos, which isn't bad. He had more disposals. Yeah, see, Josh Dacos is a little bit more of a handball merchant, which is fine. Yeah, which is fine. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. Cheese, Gordon. I know. I'm so glad I went in our boy Walshy. The saviour. He will be the man. Harry, how are you, mate? Thank you for joining. Scoring has been so weird so far. Hopefully Whitfield bounces back next week. Trading Blackiston so quickly. Yeah, I think Blackiston, I've seen a lot of people calling him the burn man. I get it, but I also think that like we all need to give these guys one more game. Like, and unfortunately, the guys on Blackiston, he's probably going to have a really good game against Visitini, and you're going to feel content holding on to him, and then you're going to get ruined for the next 4 matches. Just a bit unlucky. But ladies and gentlemen, we have some royalty in the house. How are we, mate?
Royalty, where are they?
I don't know. I saw, is that Walshy in the background? Maybe that's what I was speaking about.
Yes, that is applicable. No, thank you for having me. Great man. How are you?
I'm going well. I mean, obviously all the feelings of like SuperCoach being back in full swing, the oh my god, I can't believe this primo like shit the bed, or I want to raise trade this, or I left 90 points on the bench again that I can't touch. It's all coming back.
Isn't it? All those feelings which we'd long forgotten about, and we felt so free after the AFL season, and not having to worry about SuperCoach, but it's back. But hey, we wouldn't have it any other way, would we?
No, the ebbs and flows of what we signed up for.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, and the cortisol levels.
Yeah, exactly right. The highs and the, I mean, that's what we play it. It's the dizzying highs, the gut wrenching lows. It all just comes part and parcel with it. And you take the highs with the lows, which I mean, you've probably already spoken about it, but I've been out today and haven't really watched any footy apart from the game that was just on between the Crows and the Pies. And was just reading. What the heck? What happened to Goulden? Did he shoulder?
Yeah, it didn't look like much in the tackle, right?
Yeah.
But it must have just been how it landed, because his arm was out and it looked like the shoulder bent out first into the ground. I don't know. It didn't look too bad, but yeah, bad enough clearly. And then Heaney with some hamstring tightness.
Oh yeah.
It was not ideal.
No, that's especially. I'm actually, I don't know about you, but knock on wood, I've started the season in okay shape, and Goulden was the one player that I wanted to have in my team, and I just couldn't find a way to fit him in. And the only way I would have been able to do it is sacrificing my boy Walshy, who I wanted as more of a pod. So I'm thanking my lucky stars. I mean, hopefully Goulden's all good for those owners out there, and I want to have him in my team at some stage or another. But yeah, it's just shit luck, and just goes back to what we're saying from the top when you introed me. That's SuperCoach, isn't it?
It is, unfortunately. One of the low points, we talked about highs and lows. A very low point for a very, very select few people that rightfully so started this pick. Mr. Brayshaw could not get it done today.
What was the go there? I mean, Brayshaw, he really annoyed me last season because everyone jumped on him and I refused to, because I'd owned him a season or two prior, and he just had such an inability to go like 120 plus. And when he turned up, he just turned up. And it was that season that Sarong started to come good. So I think it might have been 2 seasons ago. And then last season went for Sarong. He was getting tagged week after week. Brayshaw was tearing it up. Opposition coaches refused to tag him. And then, yeah, I just went without Brayshaw and was really bitter. But yeah, I don't know what the go is now. I didn't see any of that game, obviously, as I said, but can you provide any insight as to what happened? Was he tagged, or what's the go?
Yeah, look, I wasn't paying too much attention to Brayshaw. I was very much watching Young, because I was at the game. And I was like, all my eyes I was just on Young, and I was so conflicted because I was like barracking for Geelong, obviously, but then I'd see Young get like, you know, a really good play of like a run and carry and a 1-2-1-2, and I'm like, yes, but I'm like, no, stop scoring, none of my boys, stop. It was really conflicting, and I forgot about this confliction in SuperCoach where like you have your team AFL wise that you barrack for, but then on the opposite team you've got probably a couple of players, if not at least one, and you're kind of like, oh, conflicted, yes but no. Brayshaw just looked very out of place. He didn't look up to pace. He's looked like this through preseason. Like, I know there were comments and a general notion that like he looked a bit underdone through all of preseason. That's not changed. It's not like he would just maintain second gear in preseason and then has stepped it up come like start of the actual season. He only had 14 disposals. You know, was on for 79% of the ground. His heat maps a little bit like spaced out. Like he was obviously fairly sure. Let me just quickly check the CBAs. Yeah, like CBAs, he was in 82% of them.
Wow.
And
there's no real
excuse.
We're gonna get him. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like I think this is the concern that some, myself included, had with picking the wrong and potential Jackson and a Brayshaw is what does that midfield mix look like? Who is going to take the damage? Because there has to be a
Mm,
cut somewhere from the pie of scoring. It looks like that might have been Brayshaw. Does it mean that it's wrong next week? Like, does it change? And this is where it's like I'm trying to really instill in people to breathe and take a game to like see what happens. Because
mm.
while Sarong did spike for a 150, like he was very quiet until the last quarter. Like he was only 20 points ahead of Brayshaw at that point. Like,
Well, he had an 80 Supercoach quarter
yep,
in Q4.
yeah, he
Jesus
scored just
Christ.
over half his points, if not half his points in total, just in that quarter alone.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Wild. So my dad
That is,
reckons that
yeah.
a lot of the elite mids have gone sub 100, and some of the elite like rucks are doing the same. I still think like we're all still figuring out how the scoring is even happening. Like, yes, we have like some obviously background knowledge to some basic things, but there's a lot of things still up in the air about. Okay, like even on your stream that you had last night that I was casually just listening into, we were talking about Connor McDonald and why he scored
Mm,
so well, and it was like maybe it's the score involvements because he had 12
yeah.
of them. Like, did that bump him up? Because what we were looking for with someone like a Connor McDonald was CBA attendances, and he had
Mm,
like 22%. He was only in like a handful of them,
yeah.
but scored very, very well.
Yeah, it's a very strange one. You're totally right. I mean, it's nice of the powers that be at Supercoach to unveil some of their, I guess, the way that they go about scoring players based upon
Mm,
different categories. But yeah, there's still a secret sauce. There's the 11 herbs and spices, and they may have revealed maybe 6 of them, but there's another 5 up their sleeve, I reckon, that they're keeping hidden away from us, just to provide a bit of variance and not hold accountability. I think probably at the end of the day, I mean, it is their game, which I respect, but yeah, the other interesting thing that I don't know if you noticed or read, but uh, the company that owned Supercoach sold all of its rights over to
yep.
what is it, News Limited or whoever owns the Herald Sun,
Yeah, bloody News
the
Corp.
old
Good
yeah,
old
News
News
Corp.
Corp.
Yeah, so they brought everything in house. So I don't know
Yeah.
what the go. Maybe that was the reason why they've been like, hey, here you go. This is kind of a bit of a sprinkling of how we do things in line
Mm,
with champion data. But yeah, it's a strange one. But Sarong, yeah,
yeah.
as you said, like 150 compared to Brayshaw. These guys, I always find that like if one has an off game, the other one gets off the chain. Very
Yep.
rarely do you see them like, average well above 120 in the same game. It's quite a rarity, but that's probably part of the reason why I've been burnt by both of these guys now, and I'm just like, nah, I'm not going there again. I'm not going to be guessing as to who's going to be getting the tag and who's
Yeah.
going to get off the chain. So, but
Yeah.
yeah, I
No,
feel for
it's
those
very,
owners.
very similar to how I was talking about like Whitfield and Ash. If one of them is usually hitting the
Mm,
floor, one of them's probably going to a ceiling. It's
100%.
never, maybe they can both balance out. Like last week, Whitfield, managed a decent ton up, but Ash was in the pits. Now it's flipped, and it's
Yeah.
like, okay, cool. And I personally think that those that have Whitfield, please hold on. He has a nice run
Mm,
coming up. Like, and he did turn it around. It was just the dogs were on another level, and all the scoring was
yeah.
going to just Bont himself, not the Bulldogs, just Bont.
Now, are you one of the guys? I haven't since seen your updated team, but did
Mm.
you keep Bont or did you move him on after the preseason game? Did you get the heebie-jeebies or did you hold firm?
I had him in for a little bit, yeah. So one of my first like versions was definitely like the safe team, which was your Bont, Butters, Dacos. But then I couldn't really. I personally was thinking, and this may be proving to be wrong as it stands. I had a feeling that more of your halfback commanders, like your Sinks, your Whitfields, potentially Clarks, would have better scoring opportunities because things are a little bit up in the air. So my risk was more set in I'm going to bolster up my defensive line and I'm going
Ah,
to
yes,
try and
smart.
get some like more value ish in the mids, which I held on to Young, thankfully, which I was very happy. Like to get him at 80, I'm still quite happy. Like it can only go up from here, very much like a parish. So I think
Yep.
both of them are pretty safe. What about Buderick? Did you have eyes on him before his ton up, or were you one of the sheep like most of us and jumped on after?
Yep. I was the sheep. As you know, I'm a bit of a stats man, and I like
Yep.
to back in plays with a nice historical bit of data set behind them that show that they, have a bit of a consistent scoring base, which he hasn't had when he was, obviously different team now at the Dogs, different system, different role. So it was really hard to pick, but going off that, I was like, well, he hasn't really shown a knack to score consistently enough. He did it in a few games at the Suns, but nothing consistent. And I was a little bit worried about it, but I was like, you know what, just go with the masses, because if he continues on with his decent scoring and becomes a decent cash cow, you don't want to be behind the 8 ball wasting a trade to bring him in when the bulk of the competition already have him. So I just went with the crowd there, and took a little bit of a risk, but calculated because of the ownership numbers, and jumped on late. But yeah, he looks to be, and it's hard to sort of avoid a bloke that, what he turned up in his first game, and it's kind of hard to avoid a bloke with that already in his, his first cycle, albeit in the first game, which drops out in the second price cycle, but was still good. So I was like, I can't really say no to that. So put him in there. And the awkward thing with him was obviously his awkward price point at nearly, what was it, 240 or thereabouts. I'm not a massive fan of starting guys at that price point, because they can either be like, there's no in between. It's either like they're going to be a boom or they're going to be a massive bust. And you could probably trade him down to another rookie and use the cash, but there's no one else really around about that price point that I was looking at as a bit of a sideways trade. And I think all the rookies that I've got I'm relatively happy with. So that kind of factored into it. But I was like, end of the day, yeah, just go with it.
Yeah, very much the same. Very much the same. What did not have an inkling, did not do any preseason looks at him, and then obviously popped off, and everyone's like, "Oh, this is the role." And it's like, okay, sure. I obviously did know that Dale looked very underdone, and was like, we're probably going to have some regression. Like, I was surprised he managed to get a 73. I don't think it's cause for concern just yet.
Yeah.
But because he's still going to have a decent uptick in price. And then once he does that initial smaller uptick in price, then if you haven't got like a Cook, for example, there's nothing stopping you from going down to Cook, who clearly has a decent scoring role for the moment, and DPP, mind you. But that's something you can potentially think about. But I don't know if he's a trap yet. I know your mate.
Which one?
Yeah, the only one. I don't know if it's a trap. I don't know if it's a trap just yet. I think we still need to see more. Rod Todd, need a rookie, Shorty, and DR after dark collab. Hey, what if I told you something was in the works? As I said, this season's gonna hit different. Cooking in the kitchen.
Exactly.
Dodgy Malaka, how are you, mate? Good to see ya. Can I get away with the sideways on a primo from opening round when their buy comes up? I think so. I bet a lot of people are going to try and do it for the buy plays that aren't popping straight away. And they're like, nah, shouldn't have done it. I followed the crowd, or people are going to find their own reason to justify a trade to someone that popped off. I personally am trying to really be patient this season. That's my only thing this season. I just want to be patient. Primos, rookies, I'm just going to, not like Kako patient, but patient.
That's patience on a different level. That's right. You have to be a monk. I think monk level patience to be holding on to Kako and being totally fine with trading him out at round 16 of the season when you've done all your upgrades and he's kind of like a nothing downgrade.
Very nice. You're probably not even sure if you're going to be doing any trades over the next week or two, are you, at the moment?
No, I'll bring up my team in a second and just reference it. But I think, the rookie from the Crows is the only one. I think, what's his name? Cook, a 92, which, he actually looked really good, late in the piece as well in that last quarter. Did a couple of nice things. I would be keen on getting him. 92 first up is pretty good. I don't know. Did you start Sharp in your team?
Yeah, so my bench consists of, let me actually bring it up. So rookies on my defensive bench, I've got Lindsay and Sarong, which I'm glad I listened to you last night and put Jake's on the field.
Yes, you did ask the question. I was actually thinking about that today. Yeah, during my catch up lunch with my dad and his partner and
Mm.
my brother and his wife. Like I was at the table and I'm like, excuse me 1 second. Just go, let me just check something on my phone. Excuse me for a moment. And then I saw the score of the Jakes, as I call him,
Yeah.
the old Jekyll and Hyde, and
Yeah.
saw an 80, and I was like, yes. And then I immediately thought of you, and I'm like,
Yeah.
hopefully you started him
Yeah. I
over. So I think it
like,
was a Sarong you were asking, or Selwood,
yeah,
or I don't
just
know if it
wrong.
was.
Yeah.
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 So no, good. It's always feels good when you start,
Mm.
and I mean it's all rookie roulette. We don't know any better than anyone else. But I just thought, he scored well in his first game. And Sarong is kind of more reliant upon his intercept marks. And even though Brisbane had a few players out, it's like, yeah, I'll back in the old dog, or the new dog in this case.
Yeah. No, but my midfield, I've got Sharp, Carroll, and Blamiers, whatever you want to pronounce it. I know a lot of people are going on that 99k Rook from Wiggles. I'm kind of waiting on 2 games to happen, because if Sharp doesn't do it again next week, then it's an easy trade down to that 99k Rook if it looks sound. And like for those looking at Cook going, oh, here's a 92, jump on him, wait 1 game. His prices are going to shift. Wait 1 game to actually make sure that it's either consistent or consistent enough where it's worth a trade. Yeah, I'm just staring at that 90. She's just staring at me on the bench with no emergency.
Oh, God.
I missed this. I missed SuperCoach.
It hurts. Well, it's like I thought the same thing with the Sizzler Grill. I have him on my bench with the emergency, and he was tearing it up. He was on track for like a ton, and I was like, here we go. Like, of course, first game. And it always seems to be the way that first game, Carlton Richmond, I seem to get a pick wrong, whether it be a vice captain historically. I remember I had Doherty in my team, would have been 2-3 years ago maybe, and I forgot to put the VC on him first up, and he killed it. And I was like, fuck. And there's always one thing in that game, and I thought this was it. But there's only 16 points difference between him and Sharp is my only real on-field rookie in the midfield, apart from Jagger, of course. But I mean, he's not a rookie. He's just a different beast.
Yeah, no, he 100% is a different beast. Like, that's the annoying thing. Well, it's like you saw everything you wanted to from like Gordon.
Yeah.
And then just to have this happen, it's just like 2027. Let's go. Let's.
Yeah, exactly. Already. Don't worry about the fact that we've got like a million trades still up our sleeves. It's it just hits different in that the first week so deflating compared to injuries or suspensions in weeks to come. But yeah, it's hard.
It's even
there's a comment.
Yeah, go. I'm thinking.
I was going to say no. Go ahead, because this is just something that I saw in the chat, but it's a different.
I was looking at Walsh, and I'm like, oh, like around that price point, it makes sense to go from Gordon to Walsh. But Walsh is on the buy.
Yeah,
so if they want, unless they've got decent coverage on the bench to push that trade back a week to then get Walsh, like you might have to, unless he jumped off Young, you might pivot to Young just for a week and then maneuver some cash the following. I don't know. There might be a few potential things to look at. But yeah, go on.
Might be a bit of a saving grace just with I'm going to say our boy Walshy collectively, because him scoring a 96 I actually thought he may have scored a little bit more, but didn't quite ton up. But the fact that he didn't score massively like he did in the official practice game against the Cats, I reckon there's a bit of a silver lining, because as you mentioned there, Goulden is an easy pivot to Walsh. Had Walsh killed it, everyone goes for recency bias, and they'd be going off the back of a big score from Walsh. And the fact that he hasn't, means that they probably get cold feet, look elsewhere. I'm like, yes, just keep him a pod, because I'm convinced he's gonna be all right. Don't worry. I know he plays for a shit mob at Carlton, but he's gonna go all right. He's gonna go all right.
I will say, speaking of your boys, I thought it was A1 that Doherty went on Dan Does Footy after all the last weeks of chef's kiss.
Classic, wasn't
chef's
it?
Kiss.
So good. But everything he says is like spot on as well.
Oh, fuck yeah, it's so spot on. It's so good. Hotball 26, Callahan 120 at 2% owned. Don't know why people jumped off. I think it was because his opening round score was a little bit lackluster, and he's had a bit of an injury cloud.
Yeah,
like there's some pretty sound reasonings why people jumped off. But if you were set on him, since the opening of SuperCoach, and you weren't really put off by the injury concerns, then like, hey, you definitely got rewarded. So well done.
Yeah.
Any news on how bad Heaney and Goulden's injuries are? Probably nothing outside of more of that. Goulden's in a sling. Heaney's probably on ice. we're probably just going to get reports tomorrow once they get scans done more than anything.
There's an interesting comment here. I guess you're catching up, aren't you?
I'm very well behind, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay,
So you
I'll
guys
let you. There's a
absolutely
comment here
gone
from
nuts.
Vapor Media. It says Vapor Media, which is the company that owned the platform of SuperCoach, kept blocking SuperCoach from making changes. 2 years ago, SuperCoach wanted to change the price rises to 2 games, but Vapor Media knocked them back. So expect that to happen in a year or two, I think, now that it's under the ownership of Herald Sun and News Limited.
Yeah, look, I'm
News
scrolling
Corp,
through these
whatever the fuck it's
chats,
called.
and I'm seeing a lot of righto champs. What are you boys talking about down there?
G'day, champion.
G'day, champion. No, but yeah, for that Vapor Media stuff, if you guys did see on X, obviously I'm probably more vocal about my disgust in your face down your throat advertising a tab on the platform. I think it's pretty
Yes.
vile. And then had a good
Agree.
chat with CWT about that, and then he ended up showing some of the stats about some of the dealerships with tab, and then obviously SuperCoach platform being bought out by essentially News Corp, so it's all in house essentially now. So yeah, shout out to CWT for digging that up, by the way.
Yeah. Well, that's like last year. I think they were sponsored by Better. It may have been BETR. I think it's Better or one of those ones.
Yeah.
And they actually created a league with which they for some reason reached out to me, and I was in it. And the winner of the league would have won 10K, but they like completely fucked it up because after the first round, they weren't able to remove themselves from the league. So they stayed in the league to then keep track of who wins, who loses. And then they found out that like the team that they made was playing off against one of the other contenders for this 10K. And so they had to like scrap it and then start it again. And I actually ended up winning the first week. And I was like, what the hell's the go here? And then they realized they just admitted that they fucked up. But I didn't end up winning the 10K anyway. Otherwise, I'd be splashing cash and shouting you virtual beers, great man. But yeah, that was better.
Yes.
It was really weird. So I don't know what they were doing, but yeah, I'm a punter myself. I'm not a big spender or big punter in any way, shape, or form. But I hate promoting gambling to anyone else, because there's minors that play this game, and there's enough about advertising through AFL. I've spoken about it ad nauseum on my other Carlton channel, just because it rolls me up. Because now having a young son, like him growing up and then watching footy, seeing him, like it's not a good thing for young kids to be exposed to that sort of thing. Might as well just say to them, like,
it's a tricky one. It's so tricky because there are other things that like target kids which are just as feral. But I think my main thing is like we're all adults. You can all be responsible or irresponsible. That's on you. That's your choice. But you should not be force fed these sort of choices. If you want to go out your own way to go do it, power to you. Gamble responsibly. But yeah, it's just distasteful. But moving on anyway, more into fun stuff. Double Dummy here has got some interesting decisions to make. He's got the Dacos VC of 126, which is, I would say, a very acceptable VC score. And he has Bailey Humphries in his team, which is very interesting.
That is very interesting.
I smell the trap. Interesting.
As do I.
Going to, instead of going to Xavier Lindsay. So if he keeps Bailey, he can take the VC off Dacos because he's not playing this week because he's been ruled out. So you can take the VC, which is fine. And then he can take the emergency from Grill, or he trades down to Xavier Lindsay for an on-field score.
Interesting. Well, I will admit, I've got Bont, and I had the VC on him. And 160, I mean, I don't like playing or starting non-playing players, and I was not going to, but had to lock it in. It in. So I traded.
Did you get White? Did you get Kalani White? Or
so I traded the Cats Ruck to him just because I was kind of a bit shaky on the Cats Ruck anyway, because it's Chris Scott end of the day and we can't trust him. And I thought he was going to get monstered by both, or eaten alive, literally, by Shrek Darcy, who looks like he swallowed a sofa, or Luke Jackson. So I ended up trading him to Kalani White, and I wanted a ruck anyway on R3 with forward ruck DPP, just because I got McAndrew in my flex. So it allows me to swing McAndrew into the ruck position to cover English when English is on his bye. So it's worked out in the end. But I think Butters, who I've also gotten, had the C on, he can go just as hard anyway. So if you weren't able to lock in Bonds 160, provided you've got him, if you've got Butters, I think he'll go just as hard against North Melbourne, surely.
Yeah, and I think that's because I did see obviously a bit of mixed bag of like that R3. Do you put a Kalani Wide in there so you can loop? Do you put in a Big ZZ, or do you go in Edwards? I went Big ZZ just because I think the DPP is quite flexible should we need an escape plan, like i.e. if I need to get like a Jackson or a Decam and send McAndrew to the shadow realm of R3, I can trade out a failing Primo. Let's just say Whitfield doesn't actually do any good next week. I'm like, okay, I need to jump off before he drops, too much. I can drop off Whitfield, put Big ZZ up in the defensive line, and then bring in a Primo Ruck. So there's a bit of an escape route there. But hey, look, double damming. If you want to go and take that VC and save a trade, and you actually back in Bailey Humphrey to perform this season, power to you, mate. Like, don't let us sway your preseason choices, or if you've jumped on it, it's your team. Like, back yourself.
Yeah.
James reckons that this DP looks a bit like me. Don't know how to take that, James. Don't know how to take that. SuperCoach Oracle, what a lovely person I've been having some really good SuperCoach chats with really over the last 2 weeks. I don't think we spoke previously, but we've been having some really good back and forth to help just settle some nerves, which has been great. But I will also promote this message to not stress about Primo scores. Round 1 to 2 are very much like, I would still say like warm up. Like, they're not a predictor of the season to come. And neither is historical data, by the way. Don't forget. Forget that part. But yeah, Grundy is his example. He scored 87 at the start of last season and went on to average 130.
Exactly.
What we got? We got Ralphie, overreaction, thinking Clark, Gordon, Bank, plus Bank. Oh, I'll probably say money in the bank to Worrell and Pont.
Gordon.
Sure. Because obviously I'd obviously wait until we get more info on the injury. Clark, this is my thing. I was talking to a couple of mates I was at the footy with today, because they did more AFL fantasy type stuff, haters. But they were like, oh yeah, got Clark should do good. I'm like, are you sure? Halfbacks don't naturally do very well here, unless you are Geelong, and this is your ground. Travelling halfbacks don't generally team to score too well at Alphabet Stadium. And it was true. Clark did not do. I mean, besides kicking Sean Manor directly in front of goals.
How did he score, Clark? 75. Jeez. Okay. Yeah, because he was a bit of an outside, not an outright pot. I don't know what his exact ownership numbers were, but compared to the other big dogs like Whitfield and the ones that everyone has, Sinks, even Wangan and Miller, Rosie, obviously. It hurts. It hurts even more because he's lesser owned. So he's going to kick you even harder. The fact that he's not started too well there. But I see a lot of people as well that jumped off Bont will be scrambling to try and get him back in. And it's what I was trying to preach in my when I was unveiling my final team was, I know people were reactionary off the back of him playing forward, but end of the day, it's Bont. And it doesn't matter where he plays, even when he's on the bench. And this is literally what happens when he's on the bench, his score continues going up. That's how good he is. He's just an absolute freak. So it's just one of those things that you got to back in the big dogs. But if you've jumped off him, I mean, if you want to try and get him into your team, is now a better time to do it and make that correction trade and just admit that you've made a mistake? Or is it just worthwhile just sticking to your guns and waiting for him to have that one off game of like sub 100 or thereabouts, and his price will plummet eventually? I mean, it probably still will drop, at some stage, because he didn't.
Maybe,
113 in the opening round. I don't know what his break even is, but it evens up a bit now with the 160 now, the second game in his 3-game price cycle.
Yeah, this is like the thing where it's very like individual to the coach. I would say if there was a very sound reason for you jumping off Bont, i.e., it allowed me to do X, Y, and Z in my team, which I prefer. I prefer having a stronger overall team than say a stacked midfield and then having mid prices. Which like Worrell can potentially work. But again, like, what was your kind of method of building your team? If you were just like, nah, I don't want to pay $700K, and you chose someone else, that's definitely when you go, my bad. Just gonna fix that right
now. Bont, sorry, mate. Come back. As he's walking off into the distance. Come back, mate. I want you back. Baby,
Whereas
back. Just need to press that.
I personally couldn't get the team I wanted having $700K sitting on one player. So I decided not to go there. I obviously had him in a starting version of my team, but realized I didn't like where the other lines were sitting. So I'm, for better or worse, committing to that method because it's my team. It's just how I want to kind of back it. And I don't expect to. I'm still experimenting with team structures. Like, this is only my third year playing. I'm still learning the game. And again, let's not forget, rookie coach.
Well, you're soon enough going to have to change that title.
Mature age coach. I don't know. Like
mature age. Yeah.
Second year Blues coach. I don't know.
Mid-season rookie draftee.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But no, Ralphie, to your overreaction situation, the only one I'd even consider potentially moving on is a Goulden. And that might be to a young if you hopped off, or if you can, I don't know, drop a sharp down to a 9k Rook and potentially get up to a non-buy player. I hear LDU's pretty good. Maybe. I've had a look at him. He's not bad. I don't mind the fixture. Ed Richard hurt though. I wouldn't be worried, Max. I wouldn't be worried about Richards. He's a gun.
Yeah. Exactly. He'll come good.
SuperCoach Oracle, Sarong will score 95 next week. Whitfield 135, Bont 95, and Richards 120. And we'll forget about this conversation and that took place. I hope so. I really hope so. Big 40. Don't touch my Worrell. Very potty and absolutely popped off. So bye pod. FYI. Especially if Kirch absolutely shits a bed tomorrow, because it's an easy switch up from Kirch to Worrell, which I may look at.
That's true.
Because Blackiston, I'm not touching. No, thank you.
Good old Blackiston.
Did you have Blackiston?
Yeah, I've got him in my team. I'm not too phased at the moment. I always go by like a 2-game sample size, obviously.
Yeah.
Before prices change. So, as you mentioned, as I was in the green room, the virtual green room, heard you talk about he might have a better game against Vicentini, but it also might be a bit of a false dawn in a sense, because it's like, a good matchup, you'll score half decently, and then off the back of that, you'll be like, all right, I'll back him in. There's no reason to get rid of him. But like I said in my stream last night, I just think I'm going to cut him some slack anyway, personally, because it's his first game playing as the sole ruck for the Dons, because previously he was playing as a defender in 2025 when he was taken as a mid-season draftee. And to do it in his first game up against like two big-bodied established ruckmen in Reeves, who's been around for zonks, and Meek, who's built like a brick shit house. He's in a different class, different weight class, let alone experience class. So yeah, I think you'll be okay. I think you'll be serviceable. I'll need to look into the numbers a little bit closer as to what he needs to average off the back of this starting score to make 100k. And if it looks like it's going to be too much of a stretch based upon, because I think he's got some tough matchups coming up, it might work against him, but yeah, I'll weigh things up and assess from there, because yeah, again, 295 K is a very awkward price point. And I wanted to start Windsor as well. So if Windsor pops off, I'm going to be like one step towards getting Windsor back into my team. And I didn't start both of those guys in defense because I was worried that I might be left with both if they both sputtered up in the first 2 rounds of the season. So a bit of a, each way bet in a sense, and mitigating risk. So yeah, we'll wait and see with Blackiston, but I'm not too stressed.
Yeah, I think we've got options at least in the back line, because you've got Windsor, which always preferred Winston to Blackiston just because like the role
Yeah.
doesn't have a threat of changing. Like you don't have a Brian
Yeah.
potentially coming in if they actually, given it's Dons, have Zach Reed go down because he's made a paper as well as Ridley, and they need to send Blackiston into defense as a lockdown, and then they need Brian to actually come ruck. So I went with Kirch and have held on to that because he's liquid enough for me to be able to move places at that price. I can move to a Houston off his buy, who seemingly seems to be the Houston of old, which is amazing. They finally have unlocked him and set him free, which is probably like the best direction after that. But like, if I want to move some other cash around, say if I did want to try and get Bont in and I don't know, do some weird stuff, I could potentially just move Kirch down to Windsor if he ends up doing enough, But
yeah,
I like Daniel. I'll probably be trying not to do any trades for the first until at least some of the buy rounds have passed, so I have all plays available to me.
Yeah, I tend not to, but if there's like a handful of rookies especially that smash it and look as though they are must-haves that I don't have obviously in my team, only then will I make a round one trade just preemptively, because you've obviously only got 3 trades or whatever, unless you've got a flex and whatnot. So for me, I try not to, but yeah, if I find that I'm not going to have enough trades in round 2 heading into round 3 when prices change, then yeah, I find that I go early on one of them and just guess, and use a trade. But yeah, this year I'm trying a different strategy, just trying to stick firm, unless there's a definite rookie that I want to get on. But yeah, there's other guys that I don't need to really try and squeeze into my team as such yet. So just keep your powder dry.
It's exactly right. And look, we've only got like limited spots. You can't have everyone. It's not Pokemon.
No,
like
exactly.
You're gonna have to make a call at some point,
unless you're Big J. Unless you're Big J, who
I was thinking of that exact. I gotta love Big J.
Tends to work his SuperCoach team like he is Ash, trying to catch every single Pokemon. And he's like, I wish I had that player on my team. And then fast forward to the next week, and he's actually got that player on his team. And then that player spuds up, trades him.
Big J, if you are listening, can you please trade in Thilthorpe?
Yeah. Oh, please. Oh my God. Yes. Now's the time to do it. Actually, now's the time to do it.
He looked good. He looked so good.
He's a gun.
Before we get into Cheese's comment, because we all love Cheese, we've got about 110 people that have been tuning in consistently since almost the start of it. So thank you so much for joining myself and Damo on this lovely Saturday night to start off our season of SuperCoach. If you are here, do us a favor, just hit the like, share the stream. Gets it a bit moving to get us moving into the season. After Dark is definitely the highlight of the channel for myself and for the community as well. So the more, the merrier, and we can get eventually more guests, bigger guests. Like let's make a name for it. Let's, as Dan does what he would say, let's let the new media take over.
Exactly. Right? The old man media goes out into the trash. But yeah, exactly right. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe, get around it. And it's a fun part of, I mean, you're not paying me at all. No. Not much anyway.
Not money
but
anyway.
Yeah, exactly right. Read between the lines there. Geez, if that's the effort you're going to put in,
I never said it was good.
I might just leave. I might. You promised me better than that.
Well, true.
Yeah. Well, hey, we've ventured now into the After Dark feature, because it
was going to happen.
Bit of blue work there. It's quite good, but no, it is one of the fun parts of jumping on and collaborating with your fine self. So yeah, get around it. Get around the channel. Give it a like. Give it a sub, and continue with the comments as well. Bombard us, because we're gonna catch up.
we do. I think we're going to try and blitz through some of these ones to catch up with you guys, because you guys have been super busy, which is great. Cheese, I hope you've recovered from the Don's absolute slaughtering. But yes, Geordie Clark is putrid. Nice start by Jackson in English as R1R2. Very nice, Colin. Very, very nice. Hawkball projected 22.52 with a stink from Cardwell. Ooh, Cardwell, that sucks. But yeah, I'm seeing some pretty high predictions, but we'll see how that lands. Decent. Seeds to be used as well. Beautiful. Geordie Clark, dead pick. Yeah, I feel like there's going to be a few rage trades of Geordie Clark.
Yeah,
Midfield straight
poor
away.
bloke, most traded out.
Yeah, can't imagine we see above that. Yeah. I imagine we'll probably see somewhere in the low 2300s is like a actual score that happens. The predictions, again, you can never really trust it. Cheese again. Pies finally figured out that Houston actually is a good kick of the footy. Who would have thought? I know, right?
Incredible.
I know. And who would have thought that Adelaide's problem with winning games was actually their ruck?
Yeah, exactly.
Crazy.
Actually played, half decently, must admit.
Like,
Apart from
he's got a bit
dropping
of
an easy mark.
Well,
I don't know if you
he
saw that.
looked
My lord.
super gassed in that last
Yeah,
quarter.
he was,
Like, he's
yeah.
still clearly working on the tank, but
Yeah.
it was brutal. Blacksy wants to know what to do with Brayshaw. That was awful. You hold, bro. Brayshaw will come good. I wouldn't be stressed.
He's quality.
We got Rod. Can I please tell the spring story? Oh my goodness, we got stories. Is it shorty story time? We've got Lucky. Blakey most of the preseason, plan to hold him this week, but after trading on to Butterick, ended up with trading Blakey to Whitfield. Hindsight, mate. You had every reason to make those trades, and just hindsight, just bitch.
I reckon you're going to be better off anyway in the long run. Like it's Whitfield, to have him in your team, take him every single day of the week over Young.
Yeah, I tend to agree. Keys has got to the point where I think there are 3 Max Holmes on the field at all times. Blokes everywhere. Hey, facts. He looks so good today.
He's the Flash.
Mr. Fingers himself, he looked really good today. He was a little bit quiet in the last quarter. He did spend some time on the wing. However, he does flow with the ball up and down the field and try to get into spots. And had kick-ins too. Like,
jeez.
They just trust him. I've tried telling everyone this. They just trust him. Like, it doesn't, the role may not look like stable, but it's fine because they want the ball in his hands. Like, good. Anyway, what do we got? Nightfalls, 21 with Clary, Whitfield, Cogs, Selwood on field. Ooh, Cook and Grill on the bench too. Well, hey, it's a bit of roulette, unfortunately. We're all going to cop it at some point. James could listen to your voice all day, mate. And well, hello, James. Shooting from the
I think you saw what you were doing.
Dark.
I think you saw how you were taking a delicate sip of your water from the water bottle.
No, this was at 10:46. I definitely did do it then.
It was preempting it. Maybe you saw the
foreshadowing,
the twinkle in your eye. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he saw me giving you a look, and he's like, "Oh, damn, there's some tension here." Rod Todd, true story. I went to school with CWT, was jumping to the trampoline in footy shorts and got his force at school. Got his extra skin caught in the trampoline spring. Oh my god. Oh, so this is why CWT is called Springs. Maybe, unless he's got the wrong guy. Oh.
Who's CWT?
CWT.
Cooper. Or is he?
I don't know what the CWT stands for, but he did very well last season and does some content now as well. So he does have YouTube.
Oh, okay.
So check him out. Odd story. Clearly you think it to be true, Rod, which is just in itself, whether it's related to anyone in the chat. Ouch. Oh boy. Hopefully
it makes you shrivel up.
Yeah. Hopefully just a singer for Goulden. Yeah,
I thought that was off the back. I thought that was off the back of CWT. Just a stinger for CWT.
I know. Sorry for Out of Your Springs. That's for the slime down the back at the Maccas. Then we've got CWT saying, I think we got the wrong guy. Okay.
Yeah, like is he talking about him? Like they know each other?
This is where I saw the Rhino champ. Oh, boys. Oh, keep it friendly. Come on now. This is really after dark.
Yeah. Wow. This is getting dark. Really dark.
Swing. We got Max seeing what Todd does this week, and next week if he does bad, jumping on Cook for cash. I think most people are going to be looking at a very, very similar move, just because Marshall's probably, I think he's around that price point as well. Yeah, he's about 11k difference, which makes sense. But I actually think Marshall should do okay. But people might want a reason.
Yeah.
Geez, using champ in the big 26.
Using champ. Well, the best use of champ is the that little clip I actually posted on Twitter off the back of Collingwood losing, but the Essendon supporter post game that was interviewed outside the ground. This is like a 4-year-old video, maybe even 8-year-old video, and it's an old dude with like his son, and he's like, it doesn't get any better than that, champion. I'll tell you what, to put up with the shit that we put up with for so long, it's a fucking nightmare. We hate it. Have you seen the video?
I think I actually saw the preview of the video come up on my Twitter feed just
Yeah,
before.
and he's like, get a big dog up, you Collingwood. You fucking deserve it. Fuck you all. It's the best. And then his son just pitches in with a yeah. And that's it.
Yeah, Dad, get him. Yeah.
Get him. That's the best use of champion.
That's champion. Yeah, champ. That's great. Or buddy.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
Big
Josh,
fella.
Big fella. All right, big fella.
All right, muscles. Muscles is fucking terrible.
Oh, damn. Australian language
There
is
you go,
wild.
Yeah.
Josh, have to hold Gordon right, ideally back after bye. Really dependent on what the scans come back as. Like, if he's like, if it was just a stinger and he does actually come back and you can cover for him, absolutely hold on to him. Like, he was injured and still was managed to get like a 130. Mind you, the injury happened late in the game. Still, I still think he's a perfectly good pick. And if it's just a stinger and gets me out for a week, no reason to trade him. I think he'll be okay. And it's best 18 too, don't forget. Like, you
exactly.
That beautiful kiss
Very
of an
fun
angel
point.
that comes in. What else we got? We got Lobster. No concerns over Buderick at all after watching today. Got ignored a few times in the first half when scaling was highest due to how the game played out. Fair point. This is the comment about the vapor media. I see. RDT being shut down. It was logical. Less bingo, more logic. Yeah, makes sense. Hold or sell Cardwell? Hold. You shouldn't really be trading anyone on a poor game. Like, we know Cardwell can do good. I think they're just, one, they're Essendon. Enough said. Two, they've got Parrish back in. I think it's still going to take some time for them to work out the entire midfield balance, because Cardwell did well in Parrish's absence. Let's not forget.
Yes.
And I don't know.
Exactly
I don't know the stats on what they've been like together with Merritt in the midfield at the same time. And now you have maybe Robert spending some time in midfield. You got Durham coming through there. Like, there's a few key things that are happening.
Pretty stacked.
Yeah, pretty stacked. Like, it is Essendon, so like stacks used very loosely. But
exactly. Yeah, they got a few people rotating through there. Yeah, but not of decent quality. Apart from put it in H, Zachariah Merritt.
Zachariah.
Zachariah, he is the Messiah. Incredible.
He is. He absolutely is. SuperCoach 2026. Hey, I love the DP that it's not the official logo. Should I trade out Gorn or Sherry to get McAndrew's score? I have English in flex.
What?
If you have, honestly, if you've committed to Gorn or Sherry, I'd say hold the commitment. It's not like 88's like not. If it was like a 160 like Bont, absolutely, but not for an 88. I don't think. Sibidu. I believe some of these guys are coming across from yours. I'm recognizing a few of these legends from your stream last night.
Sibdio.
Yeah, Sibdio. Dated Bont. What do I do now? I try to get him in for this week for Oliver. If you like. Are you good on that buy? There's probably a lot of considerations to have, but can you get it? Can you even get Oliver up to Bont in one trade? Is probably the better question.
Yeah, exactly. You'd need 200k virtually, because I think isn't Oliver just above 500k and Bont is 700 and 706. So yes, that's I don't think you'd be having that spare cash in the bank, but you'd have to virtually tear your team apart to make the trade. Yeah, it should be a bit hard.
I'll let you take this one because it's directed to you from Cheese.
Oh, Cheesy boy. Damo heard Carlton might be interested in taking Archie Perkins off our hands. Mate, we are already shit enough. We don't need the likes of an Archie Perkins to send us lower. We don't want to be getting down to Essendon's levels, which we are already descending to. But thank you for the offer. But no, I haven't heard that at all.
We'll pass. Josh had Edwards, took Edwards over ZZ. Gosh, I'm sad. Do I do a correction trade here? Nah, I think Edwards will be fine. Like, you remember, he's had some time in the system, but he's also been like riddled with injury. He's literally just got to get some like AFL time in. Like, he's got to get used to the bigger bodies and the harder game style. I think he'll be okay, so long as Scott persists with him. Which, well, it is Chris Scott. You've got Stanley always in the run in the VFL that could potentially come up. So it is what it is. Studi Brought in McAuliffe. Yes, we had some discussions about McAuliffe in the preseason. Ultra Pod, after it looks like it was a mistake, but willing to wait one more. Is there a reason why he had no CBAs, averaged 59% last year? I'm not a nuffy on Richmond, so I would not be able to give you any context whatsoever. But I would say they're probably just throwing magnets around. There's obviously the law they want to get through there. There's even when people come back from injury, I don't know. I think they're just trying things. Who knows? I mean, Damon might know, but I doubt it.
McAuliffe, I like the cut of his jib early on, but it seems as though I just don't know if they actually rate him that much, the Tigs. But he's still getting games, but I think he's going to eventually fall behind the pack. Like you said there, they've got some high-rated blokes to come back. Even Houghton as well, Taj Houghton, who's injured again, unfortunately. But there are a few guys that may come through, and I think he's kind of down the pecking order, just looking as an outsider. But is that actually the Studi? Because I know Studi is a nuffy Richmond man, so interesting. It's kind of it comes off masquerading as a bit of a fan, but
here's the thing: there's a few Studi accounts that come around the channel.
Yes,
I don't know how many burner accounts you might have, Studi, but you've got plenty. So it could be, absolutely could be
one of many.
One of many, I imagine. Ian, do you think F. McRae will get into the team soon? Thinking of putting him in tomorrow to get Cook's emergency score. For who though? Who are you trading out for McRae? Is probably the better question here. Because if it's anyone of who we got? If it's for Robertson, I'd say no. If it's for Lombard, I'd say no. If it's for Marshall, maybe that's probably the only one I would probably do it on. But I mean, fair enough. It's a 92. I don't think McRae will get a game soon. They've brought up pretty much a 99K rule straight in.
Yeah,
that's pretty much writing on the wall, I'd imagine.
You've got to remember as well, with these proposed trades where you're trading or you're switching, not trading at the moment, but you're switching out a player for a non-playing player who may play later in the season. The gamble you're taking is that the player you're trading out has to score less than obviously the player on your emergency bench that you're trying to loop on. So imagine if you make that switch and say Dev Robertson's the guy that you're switching out, scores just as good as, if not more, than Cook. That's an awful waste. So yeah, unless you're trading out a rookie that doesn't have decent scoring or decent pedigree or whatever, potentially. But I still think that's a bit of a risk, especially bringing in a guy like Finn McRae, who, I don't know if he's going to be playing anytime soon. I think it was emergency, but even Schoenberg, who's suspended, I think he's probably ahead of him in the pecking order. I had someone slide into my DMs earlier today asking about a non-playing player that they could bring in order to claim Bont's VC, but they couldn't do it with their R3. And they're like, oh, is there a player that is going to play later on? I'm like, well, maybe Sid Draper for Adelaide. And then it's come out later today that he's actually re-injured himself again, the poor bloke. But, again, those are the risks that you run in doing just that. Other than that, there's Arthur Jones, I think that's his name, isn't it, from the Dogs, who's concussed. He might come back again, straight back into the Dogs team, but is his scoring good enough? But there's always a risk of things going pear-shaped by making those moves.
For sure. And it's just 1 week. We're looking at a whole season here. Don't blow up your team for a week of a good score. That's really going to have a dramatic effect on how the rest of your season plays out. Rod's been abused by CWT apparently. 4 attempts in total. Damn. Love that for you, Rod. Well done, mate. Good job. CWT, secondhand apology for reading it out on stream.
he's just put his foot in it again, by saying that he was DM'd by him. So he's going to receive more DMs being like, mate, what the fuck are you doing?
Rod gives no fucks.
Yeah, exactly. Good old
Love
Rod.
You, Rod. Good stuff. You be you. Michael, how are you, mate? Hope you've been well. I know it's been a minute. You always checked in after dark last season, so appreciate you tuning back in. The Richards over Bont didn't go well, but Strong made up for it. Yeah, like it's a bloody pendulum with these picks, guys. Like it's 1 week, it will swing the other way 1 week, and potentially even off its general access the week after. Like I generally took the approach with my team, at least for the midfields, more importantly. So I went Butters, Dacos, Anderson, and Walsh. Butters, fixture and ownership. Dacos was purely ownership-wise as a blocker. Same with like Rosie. Again, but that's more about fixture. Anderson and Walsh, fixture. Young, fixture. Parrish, value. Bruin, absolute value. Smith, just generational talent. I don't know. He's your boy. What do you would you class him as a generational talent at this point?
Oh, he's that and more. He's I won't call him sexy because he's still a kid.
Wow.
Maybe I just did by saying I wasn't going to call him sexy. Maybe I'm implying that I want to read between those lines. But yeah, he's a gun. But you got to start with him. But I was similar as well. Like Bont, I just had to start. He's probably the only guy I am comfortable in spending up for. But as everyone has him, Dacos, same thing. I actually didn't have Dakes in my team for a long while, and reshuffling wins out of my team allowed me to then trade who was it? Hayden Young up to Dakes. And I'm like, oh, done. Because he was the one guy I wanted in my team apart from Goulden. So yeah, there's Bont, Butters, Dakes, Walshy, Parrish, Tanner Bruin, Sharp, and then Jagger, and then Grill, Carroll, Blumeyres or Blumeyres, whatever you pronounce it as. So that's my midfield, but yeah. By and large, I reckon it's similar across the board, apart from maybe 1 or 2 players, which kind of both of our teams prove there with the mids.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. I like it. Anyone planning on Dogger trade-in look good? He looked great against someone who's barely rucked at the AFL level, is the only consideration I'll throw into that. Outside of that, I want to see more of it. I'd want to see him do another spike score.
Yeah, I've got him in my team. Started him and English because they were the 2 guys that I thought would best adapt to the new Ruck rules, just because they're so mobile. But no, in terms of trading him in, yeah, I'd probably wait. And I just guesstimated with the way that the early games in the opening round anyway, that a lot of teams are using that 5th bench spot as like that quasi sub. And I thought that Freo were going to be doing that with Shrek Darcy because he doesn't have any tank. Doesn't have any durability, as we know. And I just thought that there's going to be naturally an uptick in ruck contests for Luke Jackson, which he was kind of getting anyway late last year when he was playing as like a pure mid. So I took the little bit of a gamble there, and it's paid off so far. It's only 1 game, obviously. But yeah, to trade him in, just wait another week, assess after that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say it's definitely sit on your hands for the most part with like round 1 and 2, maybe even 3, and assess, and then make a call. Don't make a reactionary like jerk trade. Rage trades they're a fun thing to do sometimes, and sometimes they're absolutely warranted. But round 1, probably not, unless it's a Coleman, because I don't know why his ownership was still at 34% when the ride was very much on the strange wall. Wow.
Yeah, like really up in the air. Role change, like he played forward, wing, he played everywhere but like off half back across the preseason, which should have given everyone the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. It's just shocking, but it's also like for the 100 that are still here, also legends. Thank you so much. Oh, I love you guys. We're also a very niche community side of things. There are a lot of casual players that just make a team and off they trot. Like, I think it's also good to remember that when we're looking at some of these things as well.
Yeah.
But I like this approach by Clayton. I have the Bont VC, but I'm just going to cop it rather than a dead Rook, as he has ZZ at R3 and has Butters for the C. You get the 160 regardless. Like, it's pretty fucking good.
Exactly.
Maverick season. This is my choice as well. Do we do the safe option and cut Captain Butters with most of the comp, or do we go for Noah for a point of difference captain and hope he pops off against West Coast?
Yeah, it depends what your risk profile is. I mean, there's not much risk, you would say, with Noah against the Eagles. It's just who you think is going to score more, because they both will go well. You would wager. So yeah, if you want to separate yourself from the rest of the competition, maybe get a leg up, especially with those owners of butters that don't have Bont. You could guarantee they'll probably be going with a safer option, because they'll be like, oh, I've missed out on this big score from Bont. And they might just go with that. So yeah, I mean, what's the I should have a look in the background to see if it has the up-to-date VC and Cs through SuperCoach Plus.
I think currently I've got 33% on Butters of captained him.
Ah, okay.
Then we've got 9% on Track, 8% on Bond, 8% on Dacos, and 4% on Noah.
Oh, there you go.
You know what? Maybe I'll join the 4%. I'll say I'm going to sleep on it. I'm not making a decision now, because I will regret it. But yeah, as Damo said, I'll probably definitely align to whatever your risk profile is. I tend to be a lot more risky this season for whatever reason, but that's not for everyone. Not for everyone. Less good as a long-term injury, just sticking with the same 31 for next week, hoping Clary comes good next week against a weaker opponent. Otherwise, we'll correct us wrong or someone off rent by. Love this approach. Balanced approach. Hey, we had unfortunate week. We'll see what everything's like next week. That's exactly right. This cheese, I've never had an enjoyable SuperCoach.
It's just firing from the hip.
All right. You know what? I was actually going to try to reach out and get you on the show finally, because we've been talking about it like all last season and you still haven't done it. So future invitation redacted. Motherfucker.
You can just see as well that little profile picture he's got of himself now. It's like he gives no fucks. Like it's like he was shooting from the hip. That's the expression, the very expression that he had as he was typing that out.
Yeah, that's his permanent face right now, because he just supports the Dons. But also, funny thing to, next time you guys are around the circles, take really good note of Cheese's profile pic. Then go watch a video from SuperCoach Saw Play where JG's talking about a team when he's got the cam on. Noah Anderson is the love child of Cheese and JG from SuperCoach Saw Play. Guaranteed. You will see exactly what I'm talking about. It makes sense.
JG reminds me of someone. I thought about it when I was at the footy, because he looks like a footy player.
Yeah, Noah Anderson.
Is it Noah Anderson? There's another player that came to mind.
I promise you it's that.
I've got to get up his face.
Josh, while you do that, doesn't really know what's making Dawson tonight. Didn't love his game. What did Dawson end up doing? 91. That's not bad. 21 disposals.
He went down late with a bit of it. He copped a hit as well. I don't know what it was.
I wouldn't be worried. I would not be worried about Dawson. He's always good, if not consistent. Ooh, track captain as well. I mean, there seems to be more of the favoured, just because the ownership's much higher in track than Anderson. Maybe track's the one.
Yeah.
Have you found the player yet?
I do see the Noah Anderson similarity, but I think it's an Essendon player that he looks like, which I think he follows the Dons, doesn't he, JG? Good old Joshy.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Joshy does. Yeah, I'm fairly sure he's a Dons boy as well, which makes sense why they're two peas in a pod.
Yeah,
they're miserable together. TCB with Sarong still be a good switch from Errol if out for a while. Has Tigers, D's, Eagles. 100%. Like Sarong, I still think, regardless of my personal opinion on him being able to perform, again, I more look into the 3 quarters of play, not the last quarter, but that's just my take. If you want to focus on the last quarter, absolutely sure. But it's also the fixture. Like, that's why if I didn't have, I'm so glad I kept Young, actually, because if I didn't have Young, I would have moved to a Sarong or a Clark, and I was probably favouring Clark. But then I decided I like my team better with Young, and I'll just take the risk on him not getting enough TOG, which was probably the only real concern after the more recent reports of him training strongly. Because the fixture, I just want to target the fixture. I need a player of that team to get the fixture, and that's just how I was going to do it. So, I think Strong is still a pretty good switch.
Yeah.
Is there anyone else that you would think about switching to?
From Errol.
Yeah.
What's the wrong price at? He's a bit more expensive, isn't he? Or is he?
Like
Oh no, 571.
like early to bids, like 570K, around about
Outside of my boy
that.
/ our boy, in Walshy, who the jury's still out on, of course, but um, just having a quick squeeze. Unless you've got DPP, do you go for a bit of a pod? 3.8% owned, James Sicily, someone of that ilk. Is Sis back? Is he
The sick
back?
dog. The sick dog.
Yeah.
The sick dog is back. He's not sick. I don't mind the Sicily shout. It looks like, because there's been 2 good games now where it looks to be what, like, again, we've got Houston old and new. He's been reborn. Is Sicily reborn?
Yep.
Is it the
Yes.
Sicily that we like? I would say a sneaky pod that I like that obviously had a very maths-like drama-filled off-season
Oh, I love
around the
that.
same price of Sarong is Neil, who did
Mm.
reasonable tonight. He didn't, blow away anyone. But I still think he's a very solid pick if you wanted to go there.
The other one who is just sub 500K that I like, but gave me cold feet on that I was really big on is Cozzy Pickett. But cold feet because of the off-field situation that he finds himself in, where Melbourne have pretty much said that they're going to support him and allow him to fly back to Darwin because he's having some troubles with his partner, I think. Yeah, so I'm like, I don't really want to be missing him during the year, but just with his ability in uptick of average when he's playing through the middle, which he probably should this season without Track and Clary there, and Viney as well, out for like 2 months with an Achilles. I think he's a good shout, but yeah, it's just that asterisk that I'm worried about. If you want to take the risk, go for it.
Yeah, I don't mind the shout. I don't mind the shout for Cozzy at all. I think he'll. My personal thing is I think he'll warm into the season. Like
Yep.
I definitely think he will
Fair.
probably be around the mark of top 6, if not definitely in a staple top 6 kind of scoring point. But I think he'll warm into it because you've got things like Winter's got to find his flow. Rivers has probably got to find a spot in that midfield as well. Yeah, there's a lot of things to settle in at the Demons side of things. So what happens, but because he's a good shout. Max, this comment itself, I just put the C on Anderson. So for people that have Zach and Noah, I think you should see Noah at home. Should go 150. If you like North will tag, plus North won't have a shit midfield like West Coast. Hard to argue with that one.
Yeah.
Hard to argue. Clayton has Worrell. Lovely pickup, mate. Good job. Malira is a worry for Worrell scoring, nabbing the kick-ins. I actually saw a couple of people shout out Malira as well with Ken going down. I think either way, they clearly have the market share between the both of them. Are you interested in any of that? Any of that action?
Worrell, I'm keen on. I was watching him last year and noticed that he was just racking up disposals off halfback and really a decent user of the footy, which is always a good thing in SuperCoach, of course. But yeah, when I had a chat about him in the would have been mid-pricer analysis episode or sort of around about primo episode, I said he was actually a really good sort of pod pick, but yeah, I don't know if I'll be trying to squeeze him into my team. But if you can afford him, yeah, go for him. I think it will continue that form.
Yeah.
Miller worries me because his durability's been pretty shit across the journey. It seems like, I don't know about you, but Miller seems as though he's been in the competition for about 15 years. And there were seasons ago where it was like, yes, he's going to be the next best thing, super cheap, and then gets injured. And I think last year he played the most games that he's played in some time.
Yeah, and it's always like you do his double take and like, what? You're still here?
Yeah. I thought you were retired like 10 years ago, like a David Swallow.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, a lot of talk about Lindsay having a halfback role at the Demons. Again, it's that very much Bruin price point, and you probably tend to go either Bruin or Lindsay. I contemplate going both, but I feel like that, again, as you've said previously, it's a really awkward price point. You probably don't want to buy in too much into many plays around that 270, 250 to 300k mark. But Lindsay, there's a few people, MJ from Coach's Panel, really hot on Lindsay. So see how it works out. Mavericks, Fader Bonks, I was scared of his price. Maybe mid-time now is just making me think I have a feeling Naz will kill it. Sinclair will go average and everyone will regret fading. Yes, exactly. Everyone quickly jump off Sinclair and go back to Naz. Thank you very much. Sharp to Cook. I think Sharp to Cook's probably going to be a very popular trade. Absolutely.
Yep.
Because Brad Scott does not like the young ones, apparently. He just keeps giving them low tog. It's Sardis 2.0.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good to see. Good to see what happens with Cook and Rankin is back. Valid. Very, very valid.
Fair point.
Comes in here talking crap, and then
here he
becomes a member of the channel.
Here he is. It's a love-hate relationship. Yeah. Oh, he pretends to give you shit, but he secretly loves you. And we love him in turn, Cheesy.
We love you, Cheese. We love you. You're not getting the same treatment as Damo's getting with the water bottle, but that's all right.
Well, I could probably sub him in, I think, from what I saw previously. You can
Oh wow, all right. What am I, the town bike? Fuck.
Take it to the base. I don't think that's even a thing.
Ooh. No, it's all right. That's all right. Now, thank you for becoming a member, Cheese. It's
good man.
Why wasn't it happening earlier? Is my question. I'm kidding.
That's the first thing that comes to mind. Yeah.
No. Clayton, good chat, gents. Can we please start a campaign for more leagues next year? I've actually seen a fair bit of this conversation come up this season though. Do we think like having the 20 league allocations is enough? Like, do you think you want more, or do we think 20 is like a good balance?
Yeah, I reckon they should at least separate the open leagues from the normal head-to-head leagues, because I think at the moment it's combined. So, there's so many different content creator channels out there that have their own open leagues and stuff that punters want to jump into. And I've jumped into quite a few as well, that I could have some open league spots for outside of those personal ones and SuperCoach Edge ones and so on and so forth. But it's, I don't know. Does it take up more server space? Is it kind of like AI, how it it ruins the environment because of the amount of processing power it takes to create AI videos? It's the same thing with league creations through SuperCoach.
Probably. I'd probably find another way to increase the price of SuperCoach Gold and still all blockers, motherfuckers.
That's true.
Hugh comes in. I've got the choice to flick off Sherry from my flex, have English and McAndrew. Not many options. Could go Naz. What would you do in this situation?
So what's the basis for getting rid of Cherry? Is he saying here?
Cherry's
is it
in
just
his flex.
And he's not happy
English,
with
he's got
English
and Andrew R1, R2.
Because off the back of what he's seen from McAndrew, he's confident that he'll stick around the team. Well, yeah, you could go for anyone. That's the beauty of being in the flex. But
you can go for anyone that plays tomorrow.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
if he wants to do it this week, that is. If he wants to do it this week.
Yeah. I mean, I'm always of the opinion that back in the guys that you've at this late in the piece, like in round, I don't like making any changes because they normally, for me anyway, any changes I've made, they come back to bite me in the ass. So, I would stick with it. You've obviously chosen Cherry, the red hot cherry pie for a reason. So, I'd back him in personally, but that's just me.
Yeah, I tend to take the same approach. Like, I think while Meek did struggle a lot, I think Sherry has some avenues of scoring that don't rely on that. Now, while yes, that kind of takes a hit with the new rules, I still think it's worth, like, you've got a couple of games before the price drops to kind of see what happens. It is just round one, so you can just kind of sit on it for now and then kind of see where things lie. But that's just our thoughts. Your team, mate. Back yourself in. Water Speed Data, thanks for joining, mate. I hope you're well. We'll be over 2,400.
Ooh, Jesus.
That's a big score. I'm getting scared. Last season, I started up just outside top 1,000. I have a very strong feeling it's going to be very different this season.
What do you? I haven't asked you, Rook. What's your? I mean, projected. You can't really read too much into it because it doesn't account for those rookies that go gangbusters. What are you projected for at the moment?
2161 with Anderson as the C.
Okay. Yeah, I don't mind it. Like, if you're in that position, take a risk. Like,
Yeah.
make up some points.
I haven't even got like that many bad scores. Like the lowest score I have on
No.
Field is Midfield 70. Right. So like I'm actually not mad. It's just one of those weeks. But that could just be absolute copium.
I'm 22.65, so not quite as good as Wooden Spoon, but thereabouts.
Oh right, everyone's just shitting on my team. SuperCoach Kiss of Death. Is that Tim Shaw? Is that Tim? Tim?
Oh yeah.
Whitfield, rough one, but Jordan Clark 70 helps. Absolutely it does. Oh, Jonas. Jonas. How are you, mate? I was waiting for you to pop in. Look
exactly.
what's here, Jonas. I can't wear it because I got the headset on, but if you're still around, Jonas,
the
hat does live on the desk.
Pew, pew.
So.
The old Wild West. Love it.
Shorty's SuperCoach community Tugger Tour. I can't make it because it's on school camp. One of the site. We'll have to get him to speak about it this week in the stream. So we'll have to do it. Big Baller Brand went a bit potty. Worrell biggest win. Cardwell biggest fail for me. Thoughts on way trading Cardwell. Brad Scott togged. Killing with SuperCoach too. Hey, we knew Brad Scott did this. Like this is nothing new to us.
Exactly.
I love that. No, good. This is the unfortunate thing, right? Is some of your pod picks will work, some of them won't. Same with some of the mid prices will pop, some of them will not. It's just the way you can't. All of them can't pop off. That's just not how speculation works, because that's all we're doing here. Let's not forget, it's speculating. But hey, you got a Worrell. Like that's a massive win. Well done. Rod going ripping back in.
Wasn't a big fella. Length was halved when he had the soft
my question now becomes CWT. Who have you pissed off? Who have you pissed off that hops on a burner? Right, because surely this is a burner rod. If not, I've
seen him around the traps.
I know.
Normally he's big in DRs on DR's channel. I've seen him on there, and I've seen him get into spats with others as well. So I don't know if he's just a professional troll. He's just not getting paid for it, obviously, but still a professional at what he does. He does it well, the looks of it. Too well.
All right, Jonas. I do call him Cardwell, and I will always call him Cardwell because I know it pisses you off.
Caldwell, yeah, Cardwell.
Caldwell, yeah. Cardwell. Cardi boy.
Cauldron.
Yeah, quarters. Picked up Darcy Cameron as a pod. Had McAndrew R3, who outscored Cameron. Such a frustrating watch. Yeah, bit. How you doing? Telling you right now, Don's make top 10. Not in 2026.
No.
That's
funny.
Cheese, studying DR, dynamic duo. Yes, yes.
Quite the dynamic duo, indeed, Cheese.
Absolutely. They are. I want to see. Maybe we should get them on After Dark together. Fuck, that'd be the perfect spot. What a collab.
Yeah.
Jackson had Sherry Jackson Rucks with Andrew Flex, had Braden Cook and Bond VC. Hey, you're ticking all the boxes, mate. Well done. Greg had Ash all year, then listened to people bragging of his efficiency, swapped him to Whitfield. I may swap back. Just wait. Just hold your horses. I didn't watch the Collingwood game. Is the Houston pick real? It does seem very real. He could be back. I'm very excited. Toby Murray is pretty raw. Feel it only play until Thilthorpe is fully fit to do second rucking. Yeah, I didn't rate Toby Murray very much at all. But yeah, McAndrew hasn't built the tank yet, so they need to chop him out somehow. We're slowly popping through these questions, Damo. You are.
Good work.
I know you're yawning.
Sorry, it's the fact I didn't get to sleep until like 3. This morning, but
we're both in a very similar boat. So
yeah, exactly. It's very true.
Valupa Holmes all preseason, then decided to switch to either Ash or Witt. Chose Witt, all round wrong. Even named my team home straight and didn't pick him. Oh, come on now. You can't name your team after a player and not have them. That's like, that's against Supercoach law, surely. Jack Butcher, how are you, my friend? Hope you're doing very, very well.
Go Jack.
Jack. Nightmare round. Come on, continues. Replace Richards with Goulden. Replace Wrong with Walsh. Okay, come on. That's uncalled for. You've got Walsh. Walsh is good. Sarong just had a good quarter, bro. It's fine. All right. Walsh is the better pick. Watch it. Watch this space. All right. It might be copium. But I've got Damo here, so I can't have to say it. I have to say it in front of the Blues boys.
exactly. You're being nice to me. Yeah, you're a very nice man.
No bond, no worrel, no. That's fine. Yeah, Jack will bounce back. It's round one, mate. It's fine.
Yeah.
Beauty of hindsight, Supercoach. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Absolutely. But Rick will look nowhere near as good with Dale back into the team. Well, Dale was in the team last week. Let's just keep that in mind. He just wasn't 100%. So I still would probably wait. Rochelle, again, these guys were just like in the 80s mark. Let me see. Where are we? What was the CBAs for Rochelle? Because I got to remember the concern with Rochelle, 52%. Shared with Peatling equally, and then Sligo was sent back to Shadow Realm with 37. Sam Berry, 74%.
He's the man that did I trade him to you in keeper? I traded him to someone.
No, you offered him.
I offered him. That's right. I think I did. I bundled him into a package for someone.
I should have taken him. He scored 99. My draft team.
He scores quite well because he
is in shambles.
It's in shambles.
It's in shambles. We're in a major rebuild stage, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, and you can actually thank JG for this because I got his team.
Oh yeah, exactly right. He did a shit job. A shit job of drafting.
Shit coach.
Yeah. So it's not your fault at all.
No, it's definitely not. I'm trying to fix the mess that he started. It's fine.
Yeah.
Bill Boy's just joined. Is Blackstone a trap? Look, it's
maybe not.
It's
maybe not.
Maybe not. I think it's too hard to have a conclusion just yet. And it'll probably still be hard to make that conclusion when he goes against Visitani, who he should do quite well against, but it's what it is. Michael, loving the content, Rook. Hey, thank you. I couldn't do this without Damo and the other people that also do give out their late Saturday nights to join me. And even if they didn't, you guys are the whole reason I do this anyway. So appreciate you guys hanging out. Again, consistently 100 people still. Like, you guys have been so good. So if you're still around and you haven't liked the stream, make sure you do so. And subscribe if you haven't already. Max, I could almost guarantee Richards will outscore Bont. Bont will get a hard tag.
Ooh.
Big call. Counterpoint. Bont will go forward line and have impacts and kick a bag.
Yep. Which is what he's been doing.
What he does. Oh, Big J, the man of the hour that we were speaking about before.
Oh, he's here.
He's here.
You
may have missed it because this is almost 20 minutes ago. So
yeah.
My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. We are trying to work through these comments, but
I'm staying awfully quiet.
Get him in. Yes, I appreciate you letting me run through these comments very quickly. What a week, one fellas. I've got a long way to catch up to the pack. Look, it's just 1 week, mate. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Edwards is still only a 20-year-old guaranteed to rest as soon as Stanley is available. While, look, Stanley is a favoured VFL ruckman. Like, I honestly don't think Stanley has that much sway in the team, personally, but it is what it is. Houston, he could become top 8. Like, if it's the Houston of old, I reckon. Do you think, like, if this is true, if we're getting the Houston of old, do you see him being top 8, top 10? Like, where do you think he might finish the season?
I think he can realistically be a top 8, top 10. I think most definitely, but pushing towards top 8. It seems as though he's got the roll back. He's taking every kick in. I don't know what the stats are in terms of the kick-ins. I should have a look at that, but I don't know if you've got them handy there, Rook. But yeah, it seems as though to the eye, anyway, watching the game, that he was like sprinting for the footy and like grabbing it before anyone else grabbed it as well. So I think he's keen to like just put in a decent season after his pretty ordinary first one up for the Pies last year. So like career stats wise, in terms of rankings, he hasn't actually finished as a top liner in his career at all. But his best seasons, 2024, 2023, averaged 106.1 and 106.8, which actually maybe he has, because I think that season ranking that they have listed is for overall. So maybe he has in the past, but surely 106, if he reaches those heights again, yeah, he'd be pushing towards a top 8. Top 6, I should say, as a defender.
Yeah, I think it's, I like it. If this sticks, then absolutely he's like guaranteed top 10 if it sticks. It's just if it sticks. That's probably the only question. Like, was there a reason that they had a role for him like they did last year, and they're only now really opening it up to him? You know, because there was rumors about Dacos going into the midfield. And if I look at,
Mm.
Josh Dacos's heat map, like it's still a bit all over the shop. It's very much like a Mr. Fix-It sort of role.
Yeah, 33% CBAs, Josh Dacos, 9 out of like 25 total. So
which is fine. And it's more so the fact that they're also the kick-ins were evenly split between Houston and Josh Dacos as well.
Yeah.
I want to see how Houston have the majority, and then I'm jumping in. I'm jumping into Houston again.
It looks as though as well, like it seems as though if Josh Dacos has the kick-ins, that like Houston's involved in the possession chain.
Yeah.
So I think regardless, he's going to be, he's still amongst the points coming out of defense because I just love to have the footy in his hand, so it makes sense.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's what they're looking for him. And Craig McRae, Fly, was saying this like just before, I can't remember if it was last game or post last game. He's said it over the last couple of weeks that they're actually wanting to get the ball in his hands now, which is good. But also, we can't read too much into coaches' comments or any media comments in any presses. So it's always with a grain of salt, but that is promising. We've got 2W.
That's Cheese's comment. I've just gone back and read it about Scobes.
Oh no, we've mentioned Scobes. Well, JG and Scobes will be joining the After Dark stream in a couple of weeks' time, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Cheese very stylish 15k all the time, absolutely. Again, very similar dilemma. I'm personally leaning to Nando's to be point of difference captain, but that's all it is. He's a Don's fan, and I suck at SuperCoach, so absolutely not. Love that. JG looks like Ryan Marrick too. Wow.
Yes, that's the man. That's the guy I'm thinking of, Ryan Marrick. I think he's a dead ringer for Ryan Marrick.
Seriously though, can we even listen to someone who doesn't like cheese?
I think it's ironic.
He's a funny man.
Yeah, I think he's actually admitted to me because I quizzed him about the username, and I think it's supposed to be an ironic thing because he actually likes cheese. So I don't know if that's really ironic because it's he's in the same sort of category as Alanis Morissette with her song. Isn't ironic?
Yeah.
And half the stuff she says isn't ironic. So maybe that's what Cheese is going for with his username.
Yeah. No, I tend to agree. He's just good. He's a staple community. I was going to say clown, but that feels a little bit insulting to the clown.
Jester. Is he a jester?
Yeah, jester's probably a good way to put it.
Yeah, not quite. He's got the bells and the hat, but not quite the paint face.
He would be the person to do that. He'd go to a footy gathering and actually do that, though.
Yeah.
He would do that. I love that. Jonas, Bonnet going to get 160 every week with pathetic Giants letting him run loose all around the ground. Couldn't believe it. Yeah, that's fair. That's also very true, though. But see on Harley Reid, I mean, sure. I mean, he's been a very quiet mid-price pick, by the way. Look what they did to my boy Gordon. See, whenever I see like this, I think of like the Harry Potter scene. Like, my boy! My boy!
Yeah, I just think of the Godfather when he gets slaughtered. Look what they did to my boy.
Yeah. Oh, so many good references. Oh boy, Hawksy, how are you, mate? Hope you're well. Rookie coach, look what Lockie Whitfield is had his career destroyed by Lockie Ash, the little Grinch who steals the ball. They just chop and change. I reckon they played rock paper scissors before they start each match, and they go, "Who's sitting back this time?" And it's like, okay,
yeah.
There seems to be a few Worrell owners in the house. They did bring the Bont in now. With such a strong group of mid prices and rookies, won't be as hard to game this year. Potentially. We definitely want to watch. Lizzie King later to the chat. I've got a feeling my plums about Bice. He looked very good. I'm not interested in the slightest. But
no.
Go for it, Lizzie King. Let me know how that goes for you. Cozzy is already home. There you go. Hawksy confirmed he is home.
Oh yeah, I saw. Yeah, he was training at Casey yesterday or the day before. Yeah. But it's more so the worry about him going back. That's all.
Well, yeah, that's I think that's what you were saying before is like they're prepared to let him do whatever traveling he needs to do around, which is good. I mean, props to the club for doing that.
Exactly.
But no, still like the pick. I don't mind it. Koza, ladies man, how are you, mate? Thank you for joining in. Feel like Gordon's out for a bit. At least we have a Rosie or even a Track /Sheasel to the mids. Yeah, we've got some DPP to really kind of pick your poison about how you want to replace him. So it's fine. This one is clearly for you, being a Blues man. So what's your take on this?
Yeah, he killed it in the VFL, Dirksen. I would say yes, but you've got to remember that Michael Voss is selecting these teams, and he played Fogarty 2 weeks in a row with no form to warrant his selection. Played shit in opening round against Sydney, and was brought in as a pressure forward, had 0 tackles, and was gifted another game against the Tigers, and missed a goal from the top of the square. And it would not surprise me to see him keep his spot, even still. So, related to Dirksen, he's not a sure thing. But if I were the coach, 100%. But having said that as well, Lewis Young, he took the game-saving mark, which I think he even surprised himself when he looked up and the ball was in his hands. He's like, what is this thing? But yeah, I would say yes. He probably comes in. Yeah, what is? I don't mark this. I usually fist it with 2 hands.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Oh man, funny. But yeah, I mean, like we're all kind of hoping Dirksen gets a run because he's a very nice price rookie. Vader Gordon for Witt. Yeah, look in the fields, mate. In the fields. Faded Whitfield for Worrell saved 120k. It's the opposite. Opposites, man. That's good. Well done. Am I mad for wanting to fade Flanders? Not entirely. I wouldn't say it's entirely mad because he's not like set the world on fire.
Yeah, a bit of an antipod.
Yeah, bit of an antipod. I mean, 23 could be decent, I'd imagine. It generally is in round 1. ZZ, thank you for the free dash. Yeah, he's looked pretty good, especially with all the outs. Every Saturday cost gets another tree die.
I think he's referencing the AI chat that we're talking about. Like every AI video that's generated like a tree dies, and that's the same with Dacos and stats. Very good, Lizard King. Right there.
I like it. Very good. Hawksy going Coach down to Windsor, picking him over Lindsay. Carried 200k if it doesn't work. 2 weeks, and I know I can go up to Houston. Don't mind it if you want to spend the trades. Also told you we should have kept the faith with our boy Stuart rookie. There was I was literally, this pissed me off, right? I was on my way to the stadium. I was in an Uber, and I was thinking about Kirch. I was like, Stuart's not that far up from Kirch. Can I just like drop, say, one of these rookies down, like a Marshall, because maybe I don't like Marshall as much as I did like Cook. Long and behold, that would have been the right call. I was like, should I just get in Stuart just for the content? Could it be like my content pick? And it fucking should have been.
It's much better than going for Newcomb.
Wow. Yeah, cheese. Again, we can thank for trying to get that what happened to him. Thankfully, it didn't. No 200 likes go on this stream either, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, because we're not doing that.
But get it up there to that point though. Like the video.
Yeah, I mean, hey, there's been 100 people consistently in here, so I'd like if we could get to 50 likes on this, you guys, I would love that. Absolutely love that. Brad Scott got outcoached by AI. Yep.
He did indeed.
Hawksy's now could outcoach Brad Scott. I reckon that's pretty true. Whitfield will bounce back next week playing the Saints. I agree, Supercoach Lock. And also, thanks for hanging out. I hope you're well. If you haven't seen Supercoach Lock's channel, please go check it out. Again, just another one of the local legends in the niche space that we all are currently in, doing some Supercoach. Not that Little Grinch Ash has anything to do about it. I feel like Hawksy, you really don't like Ash.
Yeah, he's not a fan at all.
No. Blackson's always a trap. Yep. Murray to Cook this week to save 3 trades for next week. Sure. I don't mind it. I don't mind at all. Adam, this is probably a really good conversation point as well. Is scoring different this year? Feels like a bad start to the game is more punishing than usual. I have my opinions and I've shared them a little bit. What's your kind of interpretation on Supercoach scoring so far this season? Does it feel like it's shifted? Is there any like notables?
I saw Abs made a point of it on Twitter, of course, the Scott father I'm chatting about there. But I think there are players that I've noticed. I don't think it's a new thing this year. I noticed it last year and probably have noticed it for a fair while. There are some games where players are underscored. But I think the one thing that I noticed in the early parts of this season is guys being punished, like guys that have a really great start to the game, score well, and then they get scaled down massively. I think it might have actually been Scott Father mentioned it. It might have been Walsh, actually. I think he got scaled down really badly late in the game. But it's to do, of course, with the margins, who's winning, all that sort of stuff. But at the end of the day, for me, the way that I would love to see things worked with scaling, especially because they tend to scale in game. I don't know how they can scale in game when they don't yet know the results. So, like for me, for example, with Richmond Carlton, they can't be applying the scaling in game if someone started the game awesomely, but they've kind of haven't had the same impact and they've scaled down. For Walsh, for example, with Carlton winning, after the fact, knowing that they won and he put in the groundwork to help set up the win or get them into a position where they could hold on to win, I think it just changes the context of scaling, doing it after the fact. So I think the whole method of doing it is a bit backwards, in my opinion, but it's been like that for ages. And that's probably the main thing that I've noticed historically, but in the early part of this season. But I don't know. Is there something that stuck out to you or scores in particular?
Yeah, I think it's definitely the scaling it feels off. Like,
Yeah.
and it feels harsh, like very, very harsh. And like it goes like we're talking extreme to the opposite end of extreme. We're talking they get mad scaling for like a handball, which shouldn't be much points, or it's a really unfortunate kick that is almost just like ineffective but not a clanger, but then it somehow gets penalized. It's really odd. I generally have just like kind of stopped worrying about it, and I really only check SuperCoach scores at quarter time, half time, and a game. It's generally about it. I don't tend to try and watch because I've done it before. It just frustrates me, and it kind of ruins the experience. Takes you
Yeah,
away
it
from the
does. When
footy.
you read into it too much. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't expect we see any changes to this smoke and mirrors bloody scoring system. It's especially now that there's a monopoly owning the entire fucking thing. But
Yeah,
whatever.
exactly.
It's whatever. Yeah, Bruin fingers. He was good. He was fucking good today. But that's my boy. My boy. How to do as a cheese lover? Yeah, the string of cheese, bro. Remember the string of
Yeah.
cheeses? Yeah.
Oh, the old school. Yeah, used to have them in school.
That's the type of guy I think cheese is. He's one
Yeah,
that just
100%.
had it. That's all was in the fridge. Yes, this is one shelf in the fridge. This is all
Stringers.
this string of cheese.
Bigger stringers.
Considering Brisbane have lost the last 2 games in a row, are the AFL going to give them a little kick in the top 5? Maybe another Cam Rayner that's just a moments player.
Yeah, or another Ashcroft brother that's waiting in the wings.
Yeah, just somewhere.
The
Shane,
bastard
how are you,
child.
mate? The bastard child.
Of Marcus
Bastard
Ashcroft.
Croft.
Yeah, Buster Croft. It's going to come out. There's a paternity test, and it's like, oh, yep, they've actually got another. He's got actually another son. The brothers have a third brother.
Yeah, just adopted.
I'll
Gave
pick
him
him
the
up
same
for free.
haircut. Off you go.
Yeah.
Oh, love it. Shane, Dogger R2, VC'd him, but I don't have a loop. Yeah, there's some issues, especially in round 1. I don't think it's worth bringing in a dud unless it's like a 160 situation like Damo has. Like a 144.
But even then, I was on the fence. I'm like, I think Butters is still going to score around about that mark, and even if he falls short, if he scores a 150, you're only missing out on 10 points. So, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's the start of the season, because we had, at least the first season I played, I think it's the season we had Livingston, and everyone just had him at PR3 for just the DPP swings. That wasn't necessarily about complete cash gen. Whereas we actually have options kind of at the moment to sit in. Like we've got McAndrews, we've got ZZ, Edwards maybe in that spot, but there's a fair few. Speaking of like Brisbane, actually, the comment that Cheese did reminded me, how trash was Draper? I don't know if you saw the Brisbane game, but Draper is so shit.
I missed it, but was he playing up forward more than what he was in the ruck? Because I saw he had like 3 behinds or whatever.
Where is this? I'm going to get up his profile, see what that heat map.
But it hurts me by extension because early on, I was thinking of building my forward line around him. That's like how keen I was.
I think everyone was. He scored 26 SuperCoach points. 68% hog. 3 behinds. 8 disposals at 38% efficiency.
That'll do it. That'll do it to you.
Absolutely. All right. Oh, my computer just froze for a minute. That's not good. Every time Rook and I are reminded we own Nukem. Yes. Yes, I don't like to be reminded of that, unfortunately. We're almost at the end of the comments, which is amazing. So we're going to wrap it up once we get to the bottom. It's almost been 2 hours, which did not expect you to stay up 2 hours, Damo. So absolutely appreciate you hanging around.
Oh, no worries. I'm here till the end. I'm always here until the end.
Always here until you finish. Couldn't.
Exactly.
To be a bit worried about trading primos already. It's round that you back them in and give them a chance. 100%. Apparently, Okash kicked Lizardkin's dog. Sweet. Bryce got us proof that they're identical. That they aren't identical twins. Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly. Exactly. There's a calculation for scaling based on the time remaining and the margin. 40 scores used to have it, but since the update, it needs to be re-added. Interesting. Yeah, it's still though. I don't know if this is entirely accurate because criminal data haven't actually advised how to use the formula or calculations correctly. Like, it's wild. Cheese, actually so funny. So I actually used to get called cheesy because I love this string shit. See? I pinned you.
You knew it.
Gotcha. I just realized.
Done him like a dinner.
McRae, McRae wasn't named. Watkins or Murdoch is a better shout. I'd say Murdoch, just because Watkins could be pretty much sent back with wines.
Yeah.
Hawksy Chef Draper is a Muppet. Who could have guessed?
So this is so Shane Barker is some random bloke or one of the guys. I won't say random, but he was one of the guys. He's actually been in the comment section on my live streams for a little bit, and he's using a avatar that I'm sure this man Jonas Goat has used in the past, and I think it's a wrestler. I don't know you probably know Jonas. It's not the Undertaker, but it's someone of that the Paul Bearer or whatever. I think it's Kane. One of those. No, it wasn't Kane. It's like an old school wrestler, like it would have been in the 90s. But I don't know who it is. But he's used the avatar before, and it tricked me because I thought it was Jonas under another alias, as he is here with Master.
So you're talking about as if he was Jonas.
Yeah. So I was like, Jonas, I know that's you, mate. And then Shane's like, no, it's not Jonas. It's not him. And I'm like, mate, it's got to be him. Oh, here we go, Shane Barker. It is him. It's bloody him. He's actually just. He's got the avatars mixed up. I knew it. I was on the money. That's it. Ray Hadley. What's his wrestling handle? Ray Hadley. Oh no, it's different, dude. Ray Hadley is apparently a radio broadcaster. Okay.
There you go.
But it is him.
You need to change your profile pic to a WWE or WWF wrestler from the 90s and 80s.
There you go. Paul Bearer is the one I was talking about. Yeah.
Clayton, adding a con to keep the list going. You're a menace. Absolute menace. Rookie, you don't know when to wrap it up. You're right. Absolutely. Absolutely right. Criminal data is brilliant, mate. I heard it somewhere in the circles, and it's not left my mind. I can't say champion data. It's always criminal data, which is crazy. Beautiful. Yeah, beautiful.
Are you on different browsers, Jonas? Use like logged
He's got
under
15 different browsers and laptops open, I reckon.
He'd be that sort of dude, 100%.
He's got an absolute call center of burner accounts.
And who's the bird that you're using? So I shouldn't say bird, but I mean she looks of that persuasion. Who's the fine lass you're using in your avatar? Not that I want to search her name and find out her work, but
it's getting library. Damo's getting a bit loose, you guys. While we wait for Jones to provide you with said details,
Jonas / Shane Barker.
Shane Barker. I hope you're well, Daniels. It's been a hot minute since I've seen you and spoke to you. It's been a hot minute actually. It's all good that you tuned in late, mate. You're here amongst the 100 people that are still listening somehow at 12:30 at night / morning. Wild. Gordon, not great. Good to see you too, mate.
Good to see you, man.
Pray harder. Linchpin pushed off too.
Jonas has added himself here because he's actually answered my question with his other alias account. Yeah, something to believe. And then classic Lizard as well.
I think, yeah, very good. Oh, so
in case you want to avoid it.
You guys are all degenerates. The fuck?
Yeah, exactly. But 100%, it's rip the hub, rip all of them, because now you have to, well, so I've been told, you have to log in and verify
allegedly.
your age. Allegedly, so I've been told. I've heard on the grapevine.
Fuck.
Which is crazy. Or you can supply your form of ID, as if you're going to be doing that, but VPN, ladies and gents.
As the
They still wouldn't believe Cheese is of age, though. Like, he still looks like he's a young whippersnapper.
Cheese would upload a photo of Noah Anderson. It would accept it.
Yeah, exactly right. They're one and the same.
Oh, jeez. All right, we're going full DJ now at the moment. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to call it here for the night. We have pushed on to literally just smacked at the 2-hour mark in the bum. First and foremost, Damo, thank you so much for jumping in this week. And I was a little bit short notice. And we plan to have Damo on many a time throughout the seasons. Always an absolute pleasure to have you on. It's just good to be back. I don't know about you, but it's good to be back.
It is. It's good fun. I was missing football first and foremost, but SuperCoach, 100%. And it's once you kick into it, it's like it's just familiar. It's like it fits like a glove. It's like sliding into the old soft robe, if you want to call it that. We're wearing nothing underneath, and it's a bit of a Playboy Mansion type operation.
Gotcha.
And
Love it.
you feel good. It's familiar feeling of being back. So no, thank you for having me on. Appreciate it. And I'm off to check out a certain dainty. No, I'm not. I'm actually going to bed. I'm absolutely rooted.
Likewise. Before we wrap up, where can the lovely people at home find you?
Well, you can find me over at SuperCoach Edge on YouTube, also available on audio podcasts as well, Spotify, Apple, wherever you listen to your podcasts, which you may be on the toilet listening to it. But I mean, in terms of the platform, you can use any platform, of course. But yeah, you can find us on there and hit us up on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, SuperCoach_Edge. And yeah, same as you. We put out all content, every bit of content, and yes, like to have a bit of a laugh and have lighthearted banter whilst doing it. And look at the comments, look at the chat. They don't want us to finish, Rook.
I know.
Look at that. And look at these double entendres, like sliding. Keen to watch this back as I'm going to bed. Well, that's kind of a straight comment, but sleep well, lads. Well, yeah, we will be sleeping very well with Dainty. Masturbator, this is a pants-off stream for sure. And
who used to say, you don't even know. Like the camera cuts off here, mate. You don't know.
This is actually my t-shirt actually cuts off here.
It's a crop.
At the pecs. So when I
oh, whoa! You got to save that for the paywall. Come on in.
That's true. That's after dark with the old hot dogs, the feet. But apparently Jonas says as well, one hand on SuperCoach, one hand on the button. Why not both? ¿Por qué no los dos?
¿Por qué no los dos?
And very right, beautiful. Cheese. I only speak in sexual innuendos. So
yeah, well, this is why we love Damo. This is why he's very suited to the After Dark.
100%. But no, thank you, Rook. Appreciate it.
It's been an absolute pleasure to be back in full swing. SuperCoach is well underway. We're following with the ebbs and flows, the rage trades, and why the fuck did I pick this person? But thank you for hanging out with me and Damo. Make sure you leave a like on the stream on the way out and subscribe if you haven't. And good luck tomorrow/today for the remaining games. I will see you in the next video for our round 1 review. And I'm sure Damo will likewise be releasing a review of his team in the coming days as well. Stay safe. Rip the hub. And we'll see you next time. Catch
you later.